he would step across the line. Habitually. He's a habitual line stepper.
What's good? You make me happy, baby. How you doing? You know how I like it. I am Terry Ricardo de Chazo the second, and this is the Habitual Line Steppers. Who are you, brother? I don't know you. My co-host.
Yeah, you're Batman. I'm Robin. I don't know. I'm Paul George. I may not even show up for the rest of this podcast.
Hey, man, it's the Habitual Line Steppers back again for another episode. It is Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. We're back. The boys are back in blue. Playoff basketball and a little bit of football. Shout out Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? We could do some Champions League at the end if you want to. But the Kings.
Can we do some Europa League and spend 25 minutes talking about Sevilla beating Manchester United? Despite about being to get relegated in La Liga, they go all in on the Europa League every 2 years, man. Go ahead and give it to Sevilla right now.
Yeah, that is some weird shit. But no, not this time. We almost talked about it when Barca lost, but then I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Nobody cares. It is what it is. Go ahead, Man U. I'm win another fucking Europa League. We give up. You can't block out the logo, bro. But anyways, let's get started, man. NBA playoffs are fucking right into fruition. It's going down. The Kings blew game 3, man. I mean, they blew it hard. Like, hard. Your boy Draymond kicked out, watching at home, suspended. A fucked up ejection, but they looked at his history. They decided to get rid of him. What you think? What's your thoughts on game 3, man? What the hell happened to your boys?
First of all, my thoughts on Joe Dumars. Talk about Draymond's history of it's like, didn't you play for the Bad Boys? Like, what are we talking about, Joe Dumars?
He did.
Your tape is way worse than Draymond's. Talking about a history of infractions.
No, you're right. You're definitely right about
that. Draymond couldn't make it. Neither could the Sacramento Queens to game 3. Kevin Huerter is like 2 for 21 on threes for the series.
Oh, it's horrible, bro.
They finally started attacking the rim. Kevon Looney is like, I'm not going to shoot, but I will get every single offensive rebound. Facts. Dish out 9 boards to go along with it.
Facts.
Andrew Wiggins looked like he was rejuvenated. He took the challenge, looked a little bit more athletic, was able to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox and attack him on the other end some. And they finally put some fucking pressure on the rim. And would you know it? The Warriors look better when Jordan Poole isn't dribbling the ball off his toe and missing rotations and throwing the ball to the refs thinking that they're a player on his team. Can you believe it? When you don't turn the ball over 30 times in an NBA game that you might win?
Oh, no, exactly. But it's not about the Warriors like changing their, attack and like kind of getting more layups instead of. I mean, they still settled. They shot, I want to say, like 53s. They were still shooting them motherfuckers. I mean, but that just might be the new NBA. Like, it is what it is. And the Kings also shot like 48 threes, which is like that. That's a problem.
They're going to shoot them. But it's like the Warriors, you really don't have shooters like that anymore.
Like, I mean, they got a few.
They got shooters everywhere, man. Keegan Murray shot 40% as a rookie. Harrison Barnes.
He's looking horrible.
Huerter. You know what I mean? Like, these guys can fill this shit up from everywhere. You look at the Warriors, it's like Steph and Clay. Hopefully Wiggins tonight. Who else? Jordan Poole. Hot and cold. Yeah.
Ugh. But, hey, I mean, like, honestly, the Kings are shooting under 30% for the whole series. So it's like, it's not just the 3. And it's not just that they're playing fast as hell. Like, they're just really is defensively. Like, they're just on the Warriors' ass. But in this game particularly, like, I don't know. Is it too easy to ask, like, just try to get Steph into foul trouble and it's over? Or, like, is it not that easy? Like, it's just one player. It's literally just him. Like, when Steph's off the court, I think the plus-minus is, like, minus 48 now? Yeah. When Steph off the court for all 3 games?
I think, actually, it's, like, hunting Steph in this series is fool's gold for the Kings. I think that's kind of what the Warriors want them to do, because as soon as they start hunting Steph, they stop running their offense that was the best in the league. That was like so egalitarian and everyone's involved and coming off of handoffs and screening and moving into space and the spacing and As soon as you just like draw Steph's man's up and now cook 1-on-1, all that stuff is gone, and it's like your identity that brought you here is gone. So you might be able to like
Yeah.
do that for a stretch, you know what I mean? But to be like, we're just gonna hunt Steph all game. As soon as you do that, as soon as it stops working, like you're gonna be off rhythm now. You know what I mean? It's
kinda
gonna
just,
take
yeah.
you out of the flow of what you've done. So I
They
think they're
lose their
kind of doing
identity.
that on purpose. They're like, we'll put Wiggins, we'll put you on Fox, we'll keep Steph over here on Kevin Herter. You know what I mean? And if you guys want to go ahead and hunt Steph all game and forget about what produced the best offense in NBA history, then go ahead.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, mainly Keegan Murray, no show. Absolute no show. I mean, I get it. He's a rookie.
Rookie.
You know.
It's
What more can you
tough
ask for
task.
from a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. What more can I say? You can do a little bit more than what
He
you were
does
doing.
look shook though. Like even when he gets
I mean, he's a rookie.
yeah, but he's looking at the point where he doesn't even want to bring the ball up the court himself. If there's another person in the backcourt,
Hey.
like he's getting rebounds and looking around like he's fucking Bismack Biyombo or something like that.
I mean, it's different basketball, is it not? Like, this is it's not like a different sport, but the physicality has changed. It's flipped right on his head. And some of these dudes are learning, like, oh, I'm actually not good at basketball like I thought I was. You got to reinvent yourself. You got to start doing some shit, man. Because even Jaylen Brown, as good as Jaylen Brown is, I mean, he forgot how to dribble in the fucking NBA Finals. You know, it ratchets itself up each round.
There are
And it's
levels to this, man.
yeah, that's when you
100%.
find out who you are. So, like, Keegan, he's got to step up. Davion Mitchell, got to hit some open threes, dog. When he was first coming into the summer league, I was like, oh, this kid, he's got it. Splashing threes with confidence, doing whatever the fuck he wanted. Now we're in the first round of the playoffs, his second year in or third year in. He's fucking wide open every time. He's missing. You got to hit these, man.
like
You've been
Josh
hitting these all your
Smith,
life.
wide open for a reason.
But he can actually, like, I thought he could shoot. I guess he can't. I don't know what happened to Davion.
He had a couple big ones in, what was it, game 2?
Game 2 he did.
Yeah, he hit the dagger. My problem with him is he can't finish at the rim. And he has no
Yeah.
like real in-between game either. So it's like you gotta hit your threes, otherwise you're a fucking zero on offense. Because you're
Oh, for
not
sure. 'Cause
finishing
they're-
over centers and you're not running the pick and roll and creating for anybody. So it's
At
like
all.
you're just living off on-ball defense and catching shit. You're basically Patrick Beverly.
Yeah. Well, what I learned mostly from like game 3 alone, they just stopped being aggressive. Not Fox and like Sabonis, but more of, and Monk played well. He was at least aggressive. Like everybody else
Yeah.
just played so passively. Like you still got to be aggressive because a lot of dudes like they'll get it and they'll just look to give it back to Fox or look to give it back to Sabonis and just like kicking it out. I'm just like, bro, play your game.
Yeah.
Like you can't play tight. You got like I get you guys are the higher seed. But they're play with house money. There's no pressure. Just play the fucking game. Play
Credit
loose
to
like you've been
Fox,
doing
though.
all season.
You know, he was doing exactly what you described. When the jump shot is not falling and they're having trouble scoring, he got to that floater. And he got in the paint over and over and over again, got to that quick release floater, and was having some good
Yeah.
success with it.
Attacking the rim.
I'm not going to lie to you, though, Terry. Yesterday was 420, and I smoked a blunt in the first half, and I did not make it to the second half. I knocked the fuck out. 100%.
Shout out 420. So you missed the second half?
Yeah, 100%. I woke up on my couch at 2:30 in the morning with fucking drool on my chest, and I was like, "Oh God, I gotta get to bed." I got a big podcast in the morning.
Hey man, it's all good. While you were sleeping, there was another team that was sleeping as well.
Are you talking about? Oh, are you talking about the referee team that was doing the Sixers Nets game? Is that what you're talking about? The referee crew?
Nah, not them. I mean, they were. Ugh. Yeah, we can talk about that. Fuck it. Let's go to it. Your boy Harden got ejected on some bullshit. Straight bullshit. Like that was what, like a push off, but it happened to be around the groin area. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I thought that was like a grinder meetup.
I
that's
think
what
so.
The refs thought too, because they're like,
That's
"Get the
aggressive."
fuck out of here.
Yeah, that was. Bro, what was that? A flagrant 1, and they ejected him, or did they upgrade it?
I think they
To a
upgraded
flagrant
to a
2.
flagrant 2 because of the
That was weak.
yeah, because I think it was the grab, jerk, and twist motion that
Nah, that was all elbow, bro. It was like a little bit of an elbow. It's a push off. You know, James Harden can't get any space without pushing off these days.
Yeah.
He's no athleticism anymore. That shit's gone.
So for the uninitiated, James Harden got kicked out of the game last night for punching his defender Royce O'Neal in the dick. I don't even.
Elbow.
Yeah,
It was a slight elbow push
Yeah,
off.
I don't
like,
even think he hit him
barely.
in the dick. I actually thought he was using like his wrist forearm type of
Yeah.
joint.
It was just
Like,
a push off.
yeah, like I didn't see anything there. Royce O'Neal topples on the ground. Like there was no wind up. There was nothing. Like he wasn't even looking down. He was looking up to the other side of the court.
Nah, he definitely was. It's just like, bro, these refs gotta stop taking control of the games, bro. Chill.
We need to start putting Fred Van Vliet like gigantic fatheads in every arena just to put up when the refs start fucking up. And the whole arena is putting up Fred Van Vliet gigantic face.
Hey, I'd love to see it, bro. Like it, I don't know. It's too much. Did you see Embiid get away with the fuck he got away with that kick?
Do you think that like part of the reason they ejected Harden is because they realized they missed it on Embiid earlier? So Joel Embiid falls onto the ground for the 14th time in the game needlessly, and Mikal Bridges steps over him like Allen Iverson when he's landing on the ground,
He
and
kicks
Joel
up.
Embiid pulls a Draymond Green and tries to kick him in the dick.
Yeah, he straight. I mean, he kicked him. That was a straight up kick. He should have got kicked out. But like, you can't be doing makeup calls in the middle of the game for
You can't do
ejections.
makeup ejections.
Yeah, like you can do a makeup ejection. Like if you miss it, you missed it. But
Right.
like,
You
come
can
on,
do a
bro.
carry. Like you can't eject a different player. I thought that was
Whatever.
crazy. That's
I mean-
what I knew. Embiid is one MVP. They're releasing these awards. They're trickling out. I was like, they got to protect the crown.
Nah, it is what it is. I think the refs are just like, you know what? It doesn't matter. Let's just see if the Sixers can win without Harden. Like this is the Nets aren't going to win anyways. Let's just see if they can do it. Fuck it. They're going to sweep them.
I think the refs are like giving him too much credit. I think they're like, oh no. Joel Embiid, he's from Cameroon. He grew up playing soccer. If he really wanted to kick him in the dick, he would have hit him right on the fucking helmet. Like completely unintentional.
Bro, I don't know. It is
Meanwhile,
what it
James
is.
Harden, they're like, he targeted him. It was premeditated. I heard him talking about it in the locker room before the game. He said, I'm going to hit him right in the nuts.
I'm going to stroke his cock. Yeah, like, come on. What are we doing?
One
What
for
are we doing,
11.
NBA? Nah. It's just, I don't know. It's too much, bro. I don't know what they're doing. They're doing too much, man. The Draymond Green shit honestly pisses me off, but like the Harden one, they'll probably rescind the Harden flagrant too.
They need
Because
to.
like that's
They
a
need
bit
to.
much. It's a bit much. Unless Joe Dumars hates James Harden. If Joe Dumars hates offense, I mean, take him out.
I mean,
Fuck
James Harden, he's had a history of being a victim. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, hey, I'll tell you what though, they are not going for any of his fucking flopping bullshit. Like I think he's only been on the free throw line maybe 4 times total in these 3 games.
Wow.
Like they're not going for it, bro.
Starting to sound like the Atlanta Hawks, who made 4
You
free throws as a team in game 2. 4
Son.
free throws.
It's looking nasty for your boys.
We don't have
looking-
to talk about them.
Yeah, okay. Hey, you brought it up. I didn't know if you wanted to get tortured or not. The Atlanta Hawks are probably getting swept, and it's gonna be a whole
Yeah,
new shit.
that
but,
was a
let-
pothole. Let's just swerve. Let's just swerve.
All right, man. Let's move on because that's
Hey.
a sweep.
I will
What?
say this though for the Hawks, real quick.
What?
Trae Young is in trouble,
He's gone.
and no, he's not gone. I don't.
Why
think
not?
I don't think they're going to trade him after Quinn Snyder hasn't got to put in. They're still running like Nate McMillan's offense. Like Quinn hasn't got to put in any of his shit. Hasn't even had like practices with the team.
What's gonna be the big difference between fucking Nate McMillan's offense and Trae Young and DeJounte? Like, it's
2 of the
Pick and
3
roll?
of Clint Capella, DeAndre Hunter, and John Collins.
one of them's gonna be gone.
2 of them. 2 out of the 3.
Oh, 2 of them are gonna be
2
gone.
of the 3 are gonna be gone.
Whoa.
If
Between Collins, Capella, and Trae Young,
No, and DeAndre Hunter.
DeAndre Hunter.
I think it's
yeah.
probably going to be Capella and Collins, and they'll keep Hunter. If I had to guess.
Is Collins worth it though? If he can't, he literally cannot shoot jump shots.
No, especially if you don't give him the ball and let him do what he does well. Like if our guards are going to shoot 80% of the shots and not get into a flow of the game, and like we get a big on a little switch, and John
Yeah.
Collins is just standing there posting up, and Trae Young looks him off to take a step back three. Like, there's no use having John Collins.
I just think the jig is up on all three of them.
Yeah.
Like, I think everybody knows that none of them are good, and you can't trade them now. You already tried to trade John Collins for 4 years.
We should have traded him earlier. We're not going to get the value we want. That's for sure. But
you should have traded Trae Young after the Eastern Conference Finals. Come on, man. You got tricked and bamboozled.
Trae Young especially has a lot of pressure. After game 2, Terry, he is now 8 for 49 from 3 in his last 7 playoff games, which is the most attempts with the fewest makes in NBA playoff history.
Your boy is cooked. He can't shoot. We know that, right?
Moreover, the shooting, the Celtics put Sam Hauser on him for a quarter as a primary defender on purpose. And they're like, you know what? Go take Sam Hauser off the dribble, Trae Young. And Trae Young was like, I'm going to dribble it off my toe. I'm going to dribble it off my knee. I'm going to travel. I'm going to double dribble. I'm going to pass the ball to the referee and think that it's John Collins standing in the corner. Sam Hauser shut down Trae Young in the playoffs like Kevin Love and Steph Curry. And after I saw that, I was like, the confidence is shook.
I mean, your boy's settling. He's just straight up settling. Do you know what he's shooting from 3 in his playoff career?
Bricks.
Like percentage-wise.
Oh.
I mean, he's making houses. He's definitely doing that.
28%.
Big facts. 28%.
Hey,
Trae Young.
Let's go.
Leave him open.
Number
Leave
1
him
Atlanta
open.
Hawks fan. No one watches more games than me.
Hey, leave him open. He's done. He's cooked, bro. He can't shoot. He's like Chris Paul already. How can he turn into Chris Paul already? He's 38-year-old Chris Paul in Trae Young's body.
No,
Trae Young's what, 24?
Trae Young can still get into the paint. Oh, my goodness. Terry, that's a perfect transition. Did you see Chris Paul last night? Did you see that game last night, Terry?
He played well in the first half. I don't know what happened in the second half, though. I can't. There's nothing I can say about his second half performance.
Did you see the jersey swap after the game where he took his jersey off and then a traffic cone took its metallic vest off? They gave it to each other.
Gave it back to him. Dog, this team is in so much trouble. The Suns, I think my Clippers prediction might come.
With no
might.
PG
I mean,
and no Kawhi. That's how bad
they had. No PG, no Kawhi. But like Kawhi, I'm telling you right now, I think Kawhi looked at the schedule and he was like, look, I'm going to go ahead and miss this game 3. If we get it, cool. If not, it doesn't matter. Because the game on Saturday is at 12:30. It's just at noon. Kawhi's like, there's no fucking way I'm playing Thursday and then traveling and then playing at 12:30.
Nah.
I'm going to just miss game 3. I get back on game 4. Like, I'm good. His knees are done. He's looking like the best player in the fucking series.
I totally agree. He's looking like the best player in the playoffs, period. Like,
number 1?
Yeah.
I mean, know.
Kevin Durant couldn't get the ball in the whole fourth quarter in game 1. Like, Kawhi Leonard, he just took him out. And then he put 38 on his head. For the playoffs, he's averaging like 35, 8, 3 steals. Like, it's fucking ridiculous, man.
He's going crazy. He's looking like himself.
The thing about it is, like, Kevin Durant, they're like, oh, thank God we have Torrey Craig, because we just couldn't ask KD to guard the best player on the other team and give them 30 after coming back from injury. It's just too much to ask for Kevin Durant. Meanwhile, Kawhi Leonard has played like 40 games all season. He's played 80 games over the last 4 years, and he's checking Kevin Durant both ways and dropping a 40-piece the other way.
It's full of energy, man.
He's going to be ready for a 12:30 game, too. Everyone else is going to be hungover, tired, their circadian rhythms off. Kawhi Leonard, he's like, I woke up at 4:30 with the birds. I'm ready to go, baby.
He's ready.
Yeah.
He's ready to go.
He's like, I Velcroed my sneakers up, and I'm ready to compete.
He's looking like the best. I mean, you're I don't know. It's different parts of their careers. I still think like overall KD is better than him, but like as it is right now, fresh off of injuries for both of them. Kawhi was healthier this year, I would say, but Kawhi's looking better. And you might be right. I don't know if there's a lot of people right now I would take in the playoffs over Kawhi Leonard, to be honest with you. To be completely honest with you, he might be number one. Like Jokic, maybe, but they're playing the Timberwolves. It's hard to gauge. The Timberwolves kind of suck. You know, they're not doing a whole lot. Embiid's not doing a lot for me. I think he's only scoring like 20 a game versus the Nets. I don't know.
And
He's
with
looking
Joel
fucking good.
Embiid, it just feels like a matter of when the injury is coming. With all the needless times that he's
maybe.
fallen on the ground, bro. Especially that game 3. I think he fell on the ground 15 times, Terry. 15 times.
He did. I mean, but they're about to sweep them.
Why is no other player in the league falling this much? Like, at what
Anthony
point
Davis. Anthony Davis has entered the chat. All right. Anthony Davis has entered the fucking chat. And he's like, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I have fallen way more than fucking Joel Embiid.
When Anthony Davis is your only company, and it's not related to block shots, maybe it's
no, that's true.
I don't know, man. Like, he's gonna hurt himself. I'm nervous for Joel Embiid. But to your point about Kawhi Leonard, like they put in run termination program, object sons. Initiate now.
Kawhi.
Yeah.
Kawhi, bro. He's AI. He's chat GPT. GPT sounds so stupid. I thought it was GBT this whole fucking time. GPT doesn't sound like that, doesn't roll off the tongue. Everybody's like chat GPT. I'm like, that's a B. Fuck out of here. Anyways, hey, Suns are
this whole time. I thought it was another one of these female rappers that all it does is twerk and talk about her pussy.
When is Paul George coming back?
GPT, I thought it was a group like the City Girls.
Where are they from? Like Greensboro, North Carolina? GPT? What the fuck?
Greensboro, Portland, and Toronto.
Greensboro Public Transportation. That's what that shit fucking stands for. The fuck out of here.
Hey, we'll ask Jello about it if we ever have him on the pod.
Oh God. Hey, look. No, but here's the question though, right? Paul George. I don't know when Paul George is coming back, but I saw him doing a pregame workout. But I saw him do a pregame. He looked fine. He was running around the court. He looked fine. So I think he might. If it's not going to be Game 4. Because it's going to be at least 5 games played. We don't know if the Suns will win this game on Saturday.
Like, my body feels good, but my mind's still not right. I'm still, like, trying to get back in the swing of things.
No, not the R. Kelly.
Checking behind me for basket stanchions and bleachers.
Yo, that's
my ringtone was mine playing tricks on me.
That's a crime. Nah, the R. Kelly shit's a crime. My mind's telling me yes. But my body's telling me no? That's tough.
Oh, no.
Wait, is it the other way around? Am I fucking up?
Yes.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But no, seriously, you picked the Suns, dog. You picked the Suns.
I did.
I don't know about this. They won last night by what, like 5, 6? With no Kawhi, no PG?
With that's 5 rotation players. Landry Shamet looks scared.
He can't shoot anymore. He can't shoot anymore. I don't know what's going on. He's supposed to be the guy spacing the floor. And
the
he's
Clippers are like, we'll just leave Chris Paul wide open the entire fourth quarter. He's not going to do anything. He's a fucking self-check. And he was like, yep.
Yeah, right? What happened to Chris Paul? He can't shoot a fucking, open catch and shoot 3? What are we doing?
Jose, can you see? By the Alvarado's daylight, Terry. You know what happened. That man stole his soul. His soul is still inside that basketball, like Space Jam, from the playoffs, from that series.
Oh, God. It's not him. Who played for the Mavs? That's the team who beat them. Who played for the Mavs? Whoever played for the Mavs, they stole the shit.
JaVale McGee. It's
like... Finney Smith. But seriously, bro, like... If fucking Devin Booker has to play 45 minutes, Kevin Durant played 42 minutes, Chris Paul is still playing with like 38 to 40 minutes, and then your boy Ayton's playing like 38 minutes.
Yeah, softest 38 minutes I've ever seen.
But like, come on, they're not going to win the championship. Everybody who said the Suns are like the favorites are fucking stupid. Like, they're not going to win. They have no bench.
I told them they got no depth. They got no continuity. I was like, I got to believe in coaching as well. I got to believe in habits. Like,
yeah.
You guys played
Hey,
8
it's the
games
new
against
NBA.
shit teams before the playoffs, and you think you're gonna be ready?
8-0.
Yeah.
8-0 with KD.
But for the
Yeah,
Clippers,
it's
can
just
somebody guard Devin Booker? Like, if Kawhi Leonard is going to be out, even if he's back in, he can only guard one person, which is probably Kevin Durant. You might want to have Terrence Mann or somebody else step up and guard Devin Booker.
Westbrook. I mean, Westbrook's looking like a different person.
He did play the best defense I've ever seen him play in his career in Game 1. I've never seen him play defense that good in his life.
So, like, who did you think that Westbrook hated more on the Lakers? Was it like LeBron or Darvin Ham or just like kind of the whole situation that was going on over there? Because clearly he's got something left in the tank. Because he played some fucking outstanding defense in Game 1 and in Game 3.
Dennis
My man
Schroeder
is out here strapping.
I guarantee you he hates Dennis Schroeder's ass. I promise.
Oh, for sure.
I promise you they hate him.
But like clearly, Ty Lue is getting something out of him that like Ham could not.
Yeah.
Ham just couldn't get it out of him, bro.
The thing is, it's like, can you get it out of him without him taking 22 shots? That's the question.
That's just who he is. That's who he is. But that's his problem. He's always trying to prove people wrong instead of just playing. Like, he's like, oh, you're saying I can't shoot? Oh, watch this. And he bricks it. Like, yes, you can't shoot. You just keep getting baited in this shit your whole fucking career, you stupid fuck. Just play basketball. Like, just fucking play hard and stop shooting. And maybe, I swear to God, if he never shot another 3-pointer, I'd be like, all right, we can work with something here. But he keeps shooting it. He keeps shooting. I don't get it. He's the only dude like that. Like, no, go ahead. I was going to say, for instance, right?
Go ahead.
For instance, Dylan Brooks talking shit to LeBron, right? He's like, I don't respect anybody who fucking doesn't give me 40. Next game, LeBron's not going to give a flying fuck. He's just going to play his fucking game. They're going to win. And he's like, hey, I gave you 28, 8, and 8 again. I don't have to get 40 points to shut you up. LeBron has played his game. Everybody's like, he can't shoot. LeBron doesn't give a fuck. He's getting 38 and 8.
I think LeBron is going to go for 40. I couldn't disagree more.
You just think LeBron is like Kobe or Mike. He's not them.
No.
He's an in-between. He's a hybrid, dog. He's a hybrid. He's a Magic Johnson and a Kobe. All in one.
Yeah, Magic Johnson was still a fucking killer. And if he heard some scrub talking out the back of his neck like this to him, he'd send a message too.
Yeah, but when Russell Westbrook tries to send a message, it goes in the wrong fucking bottle.
It's just not going to be on Dylan Brooks. It's all going to be on Ja Morant. That's going to be the difference.
If Ja plays, I don't know. The way he landed on his hand, I don't
hey,
think
come on
playing.
up, set the screen. Oh, you guys are going to switch it? Cool. I'm going to post up Ja Morant. Double comes, wide open 3. Oh, you're not going to switch it? Okay, we're going to fuck your rotation up, and Anthony Davis is going to get a wide open dunk. Like, he's just going to spam that shit.
AD sucks.
Fuck these Austin Reeves pick and rolls. LeBron, go do what you do best. Cleveland series when you lost. Get your big ass down there on the block.
Nah. So hold on, before we move on to that,
he barely
who's
did
winning?
that shit last game, and you saw them panicking. Like, he did it 5 times, and the Grizzlies were like, Xavier Tillman was cooking all game. As soon as LeBron gets in the post, scramble alert! Dexter's laboratory is on fire. All the alarms go off.
So before we move on, who's winning the Clips Sun series? If Paul George comes back Game 5, which is, I've heard reports say that he's coming back Game 5. Who's winning? Clippers Suns. CP3 is a fucking no-show, bro.
Suns.
I mean, it's kind of crazy.
I don't believe
Suns still.
I'm still picking them. Yeah. I can't believe in the Clippers, man. I just can't fucking believe. They'll never get it together. They just never will.
So you're finally out on the Clippers. It took you this long to be out on the Clippers.
No, I said I was out on them the second they picked up Russell Westbrook. I said I'm out on the Clippers.
That's this year.
Yeah, this year.
But I mean, like preseason, you had them what, like third?
Yeah,
on third or fourth?
Third, I think, pretty high.
Ugh, I can't believe it. Okay, you got Suns. I don't know, man. There's something about the Suns.
Kawhi is so great. I mean, he's the best player. But if Paul George is going to be hampered, or if he's going to be way off P, or like, it's too little, too late, too many injuries. Your best players have to be on the same court together.
I don't know though, but like the only thing I can take from the Game 3 is they might just go small for majority of it, and I don't know if the Suns really have an answer for that because like. The new NBA where like these big dudes can't post up like fuck Ayton is strong as fuck, but he can't even post up Covington.
He
or
won't.
Marcus Morris.
He
But
refuses.
that's the thing, though. Like I've seen him try to do it, and they either poke the ball away from him or just move him off the block. So it's like if he can't fucking take advantage of those situations, then I don't see where like the Suns are getting easy shots. Like I get Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and KD can like make tough shots, but like they're really just 2.5 players. Like CP3 is definitely not himself anymore. And
I
if
will
TP
say,
and
like,
Ayton can't,
even if Aiden can't eat on the block against a smaller player, he should at least be able to get offensive rebounds over them. Like, when the ball goes up
Maybe.
from all these.
yeah,
Because you have to remember, the Suns, they only took like 17 threes total in game 2.
that's not their
something
game.
Like that.
Yeah,
They shoot all mid-range jumpers. Ayton,
that's
mid-range
what they do.
jumpers. CP3, mid-range jumpers. Book, mid-range jumpers. Kevin Durant, mid-range jumpers. Heaven forbid TJ Warren actually gets some burn. But, so when you're shooting all these mid-range jumpers, and you're a big like DeAndre Ayton who is a small on you like Robert Covington or like one of these wings who are masquerading as an actual big, you got to fucking
Marcus
beat them
Morris.
up on the offensive boards. Even if you got no skill, go be Andre Drummond. Like, go put this guy underneath the basket. They're the reason that he got picked number 1 over
I don't
Luka
know.
and Trey was not because of his silky mid-range jump shot. Is because he
No, I
had
know.
fucking shoulders that would look like a goddamn
Hey.
Adonis, like Dwight Howard. Because he's 7 feet
But
tall.
he's not doing it.
Moves his feet like a gazelle. Like, don't
not
try
doing
to
it.
out-finesse people. Don't try to fucking out-skill anybody. Go outwork him and get your big ass and put Robert Covington in the baseline.
He's not doing it. It's over. He hates Monty Williams. No one can get it out of him. He hates the coach. And CP3 probably by year 3 of his career has probably pissed him the fuck off, so he hates him. It's done. If Aiden's not getting easy buckets, I swear to God, I think the Clippers figured it out. The small man shit. How do you beat the fucking Clippers with no Kawhi and Paul George by 5 points, dude? I mean, come on. It's fucking comical. Batum, still Batum.
I want to see DeAndre Ayton play PJ Tucker 1-on-1.
I do not want to see that. I do not want to see that. But anyway, some shit that I do want to see is the Lakers play fucking better. So since we've got on the pod last, the Lakers lost to Memphis in game 3, which I fucking predicted the shit out of that. They can't be front runners. As a fucking, what is it, a favorite, a betting favorite, the Lakers have lost 30 games as the favorite. That's hilarious, huh? The last 2 seasons.
Not great.
They don't like being front runners.
Not nearly as
like
good as the Grizzlies' record without Ja.
31-15 in the last 2. That's pretty fucking good. But yeah, I mean, go ahead, get your Josh shit off before you piss me off.
Look how explosive that offense look when they're spacing, when they're shooting.
They moving the ball. They move it
when it's like other people. Jaren Jackson feels emboldened and empowered. Like everyone's getting touches. Xavier Tillman at 23 points. They're getting out in fucking transition. The ball is hopping around.
He
like
outplayed
that.
him.
And on defense, everyone feels more involved because they're touching the ball on offense every 8 seconds. Like, man, it's almost like how basketball should be played.
Hey, give it up to the coach, right? He's a fucking fantastic coach.
He really
I'll
is.
give him that.
And we said pre-series that was going to be like the biggest mismatch was coaching. Darvin Ham and Taylor Jenkins.
No, for sure. But I think, like, you are right. I'm not going to say that the Memphis Grizzlies are a better team without Ja, but I think they do need to find a balance of, like, a combination of both.
100%.
Like, when Ja's when Ja's on the court, they need a little bit more of, like, the passing around and movement. And then when he's off, keep doing the same shit you're doing. They just kind of have to...
I think they need Ja to be a little bit more like Maxey and be like, be direct, put pressure on the rim, use your athleticism, but don't spend 9 seconds dribbling and like organizing shit before you do. Catch it and be decisive immediately. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for sure. I think, honestly, a perfect thing for him is if he just fucking played like Westbrook. Without the turnovers, of course. But, like, just fucking...
Take 22
No,
shots.
I'm saying.
Oh, God.
But, like, no. But we see how...
If he played
without
like
the
Russell Westbrook, then you'd have fucking what's-his-face, Dylan Brooks pulling up in the locker room like, this joint ain't big enough for the 2 of us.
with his fucking perm.
Right.
Looking stupid. Looking like fucking evil character. Like, what are you doing, bro? This guy looks crazy.
Who is that?
But no, what I
who
mean...
is that singer from Coming to America?
Oh God, I have no idea. I don't remember. I know who you're talking about, but I have no idea. I have no
Dylan Brooks
idea.
is out here looking like one of his groupies' kids.
Nah, he looks crazy. No, what I mean is like you know how like Jaren Jackson Jr. plays defensively, right? Like he goes all out. He doesn't give a fuck
Yeah,
about fouls.
26 minutes a game. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think Josh should do offensively.
Yep.
It's like, look, dog, you kind of hurt us at certain points, and especially in the fourth because he's not that clutch. So it's like, look, just play as hard as you can offensively. Try to go super hard. Try to get dudes in foul trouble. Just try to attack the fucking basket with relentless. Like, stop shooting threes. That shit's done. Just attack the fucking basket because we're good without you. We're a good team without you. We're a great team with you, but we're a good team without you. So it's like we just need you to be you, but be aggressive as fuck. Like, play if he plays 30 minutes a game, fouls the fuck out, trying to get 20 dunks on somebody. I'll take it. I mean, he gets hurt. He's probably gonna get hurt because that's just who he is. But it's like I think that'll help them more than him just being passive as fuck at moments and trying to shoot outside jump shots and they're not gonna fucking go in. Like he's got to change it up a bit.
100%. What you said is a balancing act. Like you need to add what John Morant adds to the team, which is the like unpredictability, the explosiveness, the ability to beat people off the dribble, put pressure on the rim, collapse the defense, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
With
Get open threes for his
Tyus
teammates.
Jones's discipline, with his methodical nature, with his understanding of relationships, and like, oh, this guy's feeling down. Like he hasn't touched the ball. He has a clock in his head. He's like, oh, Jaren Jackson Jr. hasn't touched the ball in 4 possessions. I'm going to make sure that he eats this time.
Yep.
Like, you have to blend the two worlds together, like you said. And if they can do that, they'll be a formidable team. But right now, it seems like they're kind of caught between two identities. And they haven't quite figured out how to mix them up into one tie-dye T-shirt.
Yeah, and I don't think like they probably won't figure out anything this year just because you don't have your full squad. But it's just they can be. I think once they figure it out, they are going to be fucking really scary and not just like a team that are like, oh, they might do it.
Mm-hmm.
They might look like the team.
Terry,
they might be the fucking team.
Do you think your New York Knicks got figured out by the Cavs in Game 2?
Oh, I told you Cavs in 6. No, I'm just fucking with you. Look, I think the Cavs are going to win the series, but the thing about the Knicks is like if we're off, we're going to lose by 30. That's just like how it is. We're not like this team where like if our top guys aren't playing well, the other guys are going to step up and like help us win the game. That's just not how it works. Like we go as Jalen Brunson goes.
But y'all are 9 deep. What are you talking about? You got Obi Toppin.
Doesn't matter.
RJ Barrett is coming off the bench. A 20-point
Here's the thing,
coming
though.
off the bench.
You can be 9 deep, but there's also like things that you can't do in which like if your point guard and your top scorer aren't doing shit, you can't just step up and be like, all right, I'm scoring 30. Like quickly, yeah, he can do that, but like he doesn't help us. He's never came off the bench and scored 30, first of all.
Yeah,
he's only done that as a starter. Yeah, so it's like they need the help from the top dudes. If the top dudes aren't playing well, we just are not going to win. Like, it is what it is. Garland, he stepped up in this fucking game. There's nothing I can say about that. He played fantastic. Mitchell played okay. Mobley kind of stepped up. Jared Allen played great. All their top guys played great. And fucking Karis LeVert finally hit threes.
That
so it's like, once they get that.
That was the key.
Yeah. If they get that 5th guy, if the Cavs get the 5th guy to score, they're a championship team.
Yeah.
Like, the other 4 dudes are fucking good.
Well,
they just need that 5th dude to do something for them.
The problem is 5, 6, 7, and 8. I think because they lost Kevin Love for nothing. I don't believe in Isaac Okoro or Jetty Osman. Ricky Rubio has been fucking terrible this year and has played like 5 minutes in the playoffs. And Bickerstaff was like, "That's enough. Okay, I've seen enough.
Yeah.
You got to sit down."
Yanked him quick.
The
Yanked
one
him quick.
that I did not expect, Terry. The Danny Green renaissance.
He can shoot.
Right, but he's like been hurt out of the league. Like, didn't he tear something for the Grizzlies last time?
He tore his ACL.
Toronto? Like, we haven't seen
he tore his ACL.
In like a year.
He tore his ACL.
Oh, I haven't seen Dan Green play basketball in a hot minute. And then next thing I know, I open my eyes and he's out there in the 4th quarter knocking down corner threes and being in the right place for the Cavaliers. Is Danny Green? Is he the 5th guy? Did we forget about Danny Green all along? And it's time for a Danny Green redemption arc where he started off as a fucking backup dancer in
Cav.
Cleveland and is gonna and is gonna return to hit pivotal shots.
Nah, 11 minutes is perfect for him. He'll get in 11 minutes, make some threes.
It's 11 minutes.
He's not going to be.
I saw him play all year long. I was surprised about that.
I just think, like, I mean, he can play in this series more than anybody because, like, we don't have a wing that can fucking take advantage of him on the other end. Because clearly he can't play defense. Karis LeVert can't play defense. Okoro plays defense but can't shoot. But at the end of the day, RJ Barrett's not punishing any of the mismatches on the other side. And neither is Obi Toppin or whoever the fuck else we want to. Quickly's playing like shit. Nobody else can score except for fucking Randall and Brunson. Quickly played okay game one, but it's like, actually he didn't. I'm fucking lying. He scored like 3 points, but like, I don't know. This wing situation is kind of looking similar to the Cavs, but with this new NBA shit, if you can't score 100 in a game, your team sucks. And right now, the boys in blue and orange fucking blow. There's no analysis I can do to change it. They play how they play, and if they play badly, they're gonna lose by 30. That's just how they are. They're scrappy, but
here's some analysis. RJ Barrett has never played well in a playoff game.
How's that
for some analysis? Like, for all to talk about Trae Young,
that's a fact.
At least we've seen him have good moments in the playoffs. I'm still waiting on RJ Barrett to have a single good moment. How many playoff games has he played now? 10?
I think so. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I don't know. I mean, now you're looking back like Donovan Mitchell could have had him. Can we go back in a time machine, please?
You're looking at all the success of Garland and Mitchell with two guards, knowing it would probably be even better with Brunson and Mitchell. Yikes.
It'd be fucking great, but you know, we got who we got, and like I said, though,
we gotta stop with this. Whoever does high school rankings, you suck. What
do you mean? What's going on?
Every dude who's number one in high school sucks in the NBA. RJ Barrett was number one over everybody. Ben Simmons, it just seems like every year there's some guy Nerlens Noel is whoever evaluates
was he above Zion?
People, they're just oh, he scored 40 in high school, so he's going to be the best player in the NBA. And it just seems like there's not a lot of thought that goes into it.
I mean, a lot can change
until they get to college, especially, and we really see him. But it's
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like people's view of RJ Barrett is still colored through the lens of him being the best prospect in the nation at some point.
I mean, it's some of that, but I mean, also he has shown you glimpses, in the first is this 4 seasons of him
against Orlando and Houston, Oklahoma City.
I mean, look, he's like a 42% shooter, and he averages 20 points. That's still a player that can do something. It's just he hasn't figured out the playoff game yet. It's not there. I think he'll figure it out. I still think if you can give me 15 shooting 40%, I'll take it. But he's shooting 30% and only getting 12 points. 9.
Yikes.
It's kind of bad. So I just need him to play a little better.
Yeah. So far, my
not a tough
prediction
ask.
of him ending the series on the bench looks pretty good.
That's true, but nobody else is gonna step up in his spot. If he doesn't play well, we're not gonna win. So
I like
it is
Obi
what it is.
Toppin.
We're not gonna win.
Y'all should play Obi Toppin more.
Obi can't dribble, bro. He can't dribble, man.
Who cares?
That's the only problem.
Neither.
We need somebody to fucking dribble. Brunson can't be the only one with the ball for 48 minutes.
You're playing against another team with 2 bigs. It's not like Evan Mobley's gonna be taking him off the dribble or anything like that. You'll be just fine.
I mean, he's not a 4 though. He's a 3. Because Randall's not a 5.
What? Obi Toppin's a 3?
Yeah. They treat him as a 3-4 hybrid.
Fuck that.
That's why I'm saying he can't dribble.
Yeah, that's where you're fucking up. He's John Collins, but with a jumper. He's John Collins when he was good.
That's what
Obi Toppin is.
But that's the problem though, because we got Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson. Mm-hmm. They're certified 5s. They can't do anything except for just play the 5. And then Randall is in stints when he plays as a center, we get out rebounded crazy.
Oh no, he can't.
So that's the fucking problem.
No.
Well, that's the thing. So like when Obi plays with Randall usually, or Hartenstein or fucking Mitchell.
No, that's the problem right there, Terry. Play him with Hartenstein.
We can't get any fuck.
It needs to be two bigs, Hartenstein and Obi Toppin.
And Toppin?
Yeah. Then you could put fucking
Toppin.
Grimes and Quickly and Brunson, and suddenly you have space, you have passing, you have switching, you have a team that's probably pretty fucking good.
Where's the rebounding, bro? He gets like 2 rebounds a game. He gets like 2 rebounds a game. If he's supposed to be a 4, he gets 2 rebounds a game.
That's fair.
For his fucking career in the regular season and the playoffs, it's 2 rebounds a game.
His minutes have been super low as well, though. But
he can't rebound.
But the Cavs.
You want me to look at his fucking per 36?
The Cavs are getting beat up this whole series on the boards. They've been getting their ass beat on the boards. Like, so it's
but not by him.
Right. So it's not like they got great rebounders on the other side. If I were you guys, I'd rather take the trade-off.
Fine. His playoff per 36 rebounds is 5. Come on, bro. What the fuck? Like, yeah, I get it.
I mean,
Mobley and Allen.
Most of those
look.
games were against the Atlanta Hawks, so he had no chance getting any boards in that one. When Clint Capella was coming in his house to kick his ass and send him on vacation.
That's this year. I only looked at this year's.
Okay.
Yeah, just in 2 games. His per 36 is 5 rebounds a game. Not gonna fucking cut it, dog. He can't get fucking boards. He boards worse than Mobley and Allen. But at least Mobley and Allen are trying to get blocks. I ain't ever seen Toppin out there skywalking trying to get a block.
Yeah, I'm just saying, in terms of a backup 4, if RJ Barrett's not working, Obi Toppin is just fine for me. And I'll tell you what, if you guys don't appreciate him, we'll trade we'll take him on the Hawks and ship John Collins out somewhere else like that.
That's the problem, though. You can't exchange RJ Barrett, who's a 3 playmaker and defender,
he's
for
been
Obi
playing
Toppin,
a lot of 4 for you guys, though. RJ has.
He does. But I'm just saying, like, Toppin's not a combo. Toppin's a 4 who can't rebound.
Yeah,
he can't dribble. So I'm substituting one thing for something that can't do almost anything. Like Toppin can shoot.
Yeah,
that's where the sentence ends.
Who's the backup power forward on the Cavs?
They don't have any bigs. It's done.
Obi Toppin's going to be
their
just
bigs
fine.
are fucking
Obi Toppin's
trash.
Just fine.
Still getting me no rebounds, so I need some in the possessions defensively. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for the world.
Something tells me he's going to be able to outjump Lamar Stevens and get a couple. I don't know.
Hey, he hasn't, but he has not. He has not. He has not showed it. I'm just telling you. Look, that's it. Also, we left the Lakers series pretty fast. I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay.
How many players in the playoffs right now, off the top of your head, would you take above LeBron James?
Well, let me
He
start.
hasn't shown me much.
Let me start counting.
He hasn't shown me much.
Let me start counting. Kawhi, Giannis.
For sure.
Jokic.
For sure.
Steph.
For sure. Not even close.
That's 4 right there.
That's 4. You're not taking Embiid over LeBron right now?
Booker.
Yeah. That's 5.
Embiid. Well, no, I'm not. Because
no Embiid. He got the game-winning block, though, last night.
Yeah, he did. I got no confidence in him staying healthy. LeBron will be healthy all the way through the finals, even at 45
We don't
years
know
old.
that. We don't know that for sure.
I still got more confidence in LeBron to stay healthy than Joel Embiid to stay healthy. So far, we still
Possibly.
have 5.
Well, LeBron got hurt last year. I know
Jason
Solomon Hill
Tatum?
fucked him.
That's
6.
6. Jimmy Butler. That's 7.
7. AD?
No. Yes.
Ooh.
No.
Come on. No AD?
No.
So that's 7.
Because
no Anthony Edwards?
No. I think 7. I think 7's probably the right number.
Jamal Murray?
No.
He just scored 40. He's got more 40-point playoff games than Paul Pierce.
Yeah, it was
Reggie Miller.
his first good game in front of fans in the playoffs in his career. So
that's
no, I'm not taking him over career playoff leading scorer, LeBron James.
So that's that. No, Jalen Brunson. No, Donovan Mitchell.
No, I'm still taking LeBron.
Mobley.
I'm still taking LeBron. I think that list, that's where it shakes out. 7 guys.
So LeBron is the 8th best player in the playoffs right now. That seems about right.
I think he
That
might
seems
be.
about right. I was thinking more like 11 or 12. He just hasn't shown me anything yet. He hasn't shown me much in a while. It's been a while
The
since
thing
I was
is,
like, oh,
we're
LeBron
still early in
dominated
the
that game.
series. The thing that LeBron is great at doing is like adjusting to adjustments and forcing your hand to make you do something you don't want to do. And it's like you're not going to see any
Yeah.
of that shit in game 1 or 2 anyway. You know what I mean? Like
Game one
LeBron's
usually
greatness
no.
is going to show up later in the playoffs. Like how we were talking, how there's levels to this, and suddenly
Yeah.
Jalen Brown forgets how to dribble. Like that doesn't happen to LeBron James. Like he's comfortable at every
Hopefully,
level,
dude.
and that counts for a lot.
Hopefully, bro. But I don't like. It's year 20, dude. This isn't the same. Like, I saw that 22-point game. I was like, all right, cool. The next game, he wasn't doing a whole lot. He scored 28, and he shot close to 50%, but he's doing the same shit. He
He's-
missed some fucking layups I didn't
Come on,
like.
man. He's fucking around. Like we know what the deal is.
Bro,
You know he's
come
gonna
on.
go hunting
At a certain
when
point,
they need it. You know he's gonna go hunting.
we gotta say it. He's old as fuck. Like, I still think he's really fucking good. But at a certain point, it's like, he's not gonna be the same dude that's gonna score like 38 in a playoff game. I don't think that shit's happening. He can prove me wrong, of course. Who am I? I'm just fucking me. I'm just Terry.
I
just a
think
guy
he
talking
does
shit.
score 38 in a playoff game this playoffs. I just don't think he averages 35 for a series. Like he's gonna have it in 1 or 2 games. He's not gonna be able to do that for 6 or 7.
I hear you. I mean, but I don't think they can. If he's not the same LeBron, I don't think they can win. Like, their team is good.
They
but-
need everybody. Like they have an actual team, which is why I like the Lakers, and I thought that I agonized about them and the Warriors. But it's like they need LeBron's shot creation. They need his championship understanding and calmness, like that we can be down 10 in the third quarter and we're still going to come back and get it. They need Anthony Davis to show up and be physical and not look like the guy he was in game 3 and look like the guy he was in game 1. Or
Was that game 3 or just game 2?
Game 2, rather. Sorry.
That was game 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but
they need Anthony Davis. They need Austin Reeves. They need him to draw fouls and put pressure on the rim to create for others. They need Dennis Schroeder and Jared Vanderbilt to check Ja Morant and to guard this motherfucker 90 feet. Like, they need everybody. Except Mo Bamba.
Dennis Schroeder
they don't need Mo Bamba.
Here's my thing. This is all I want to say. They already got their Rui game. The Rui Hachimura game.
They got 2 of them.
You're not going to get it. You're not going to get another Rui game. He scored, but that other game, he scored 28. He barely missed any shots. Like, that's never fucking happening again. Austin Reeves, I got to see more. I don't know. It's just, this is first playoffs. I got to see more. I'm not sure. We already saw game 2. He kind of played like shit. The one thing I want to say is, ideally, they were the only teams that had a fucking 4-day break between game 1 and game 2.
Mm-hmm.
They played like absolute shit. And they were like, this is the team where it's like, oh, if they got that much time, they're probably going to squash the team by 20 because everybody's always fucking hurt, but they got to rest. And they fucking lost. They let their fucking foot off the gas too often for me to believe that, like, they're going to do something. Like, I feel way more
Austin
worried.
Reeves quote after the game? Did you see it?
Nah, I don't know. What did he say?
It was something to the effect of, we lost because they played harder than us and they wanted it more. And that's just that.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. They let their foot off the gas. Like I told you, they lose hella games as the favorite.
Yeah,
like they were like, oh, Ja's out.
And O's and had everything to do with Xavier Tillman sprinting up the floor past Anthony Davis 5 times in the first quarter of transition.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, they were like, oh, they looked at it and said, Ja's out. All right, we got this. You don't got this. You got to play hard in the first quarter. Fucking step on them in the first quarter, then you can coast.
Better team now. It's like, I'm fucking with you guys. I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways,
I
we want to move on to the other.
Very impressed with Jared Vanderbilt. And that matchup on Ja, that's going to be one to watch this whole series because it's like, he's a very unique body type, and Jared Vanderbilt doesn't work on like a lot of teams. in a lot of places. But in
Yeah,
this
he's playing well.
situation, like for what he's being asked to do, I don't know if you could find a better guy to check job than Jared Vanderbilt.
Oh, I don't think so either. I don't think so either. But I don't know. As of right now, they're getting absolutely nothing out of fucking D'Angelo Russell, and that's a problem. They need something.
Mm.
They need something.
They remember that Snapchat shit in LA. No fresh starts.
Anyways,
for you.
man. So, you want to talk about the last series, or is that a sweep? The Nuggets sweeping the Timberwolves, or what?
Yeah, come on now. I thought they already
Sweep?
I thought it was 2-0.
It is 2-0, but there's two more games left.
Are they going to play 2 more? They're not just going to call
They're
it?
playing 2 more.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, look.
I thought they're just going to call it.
If the Nets can get close to the Sixers in one game, I believe the Timberwolves can at least make it something for
The
the last
Nuggets
2 games at home.
refused to play defense the whole third quarter, and they still won by 15.
Yeah, the T-Wolves scored 40 in the third. That was their comeback because they were kind of getting stomped on. I'm not going to lie. Jokic is just chilling. You can't just let this dude chill. He might make his run, man.
Yo,
He's getting this momentum.
Karl Anthony Towns looking like a 7-foot Trae Young out there, too, with like 25-point game, 8-point game, 25-point game, 9-point game with 6 turnovers. Like,
Is there like a perfect team that he would fit on, Towns? Like the way he plays? Like, I know he'd look great with LeBron probably, but like anybody else?
the
You can't give him
Dominican
a leg.
national
It's
team?
impossible. No, they suck. They're horrible. They're worse than the Puerto Rican team with Carlos Arroyo. Like,
Oh, my
nah,
God.
They can't do it.
Isn't Coach Cal the coach still?
I think so, but I swear I think he only did it just so he could
For Karl Anthony
fucking
Towns,
recruit
right?
Karl Anthony
It's
Towns.
like,
Yeah.
did he
He'll do
keep
anything
doing
for
it 10
recruitment.
years later? Like,
Yeah. He'll do anything.
I'm going to get the next big Dominican guy.
Hey, Cal in Kentucky, he's got them NBA players. They don't have any fucking championships out of it because everybody's only there for a year. But, I mean, the lineups they got, absolutely ridiculous. Kentucky, man.
No, they had a perfect fit for Karl Anthony Towns. It was Jared Vanderbilt, somebody who could fucking switch on the perimeter and protect the rim, and they traded for Rudy Gobert.
That is true. You know what? I feel like in an ideal world, if he was paired with Draymond, I feel like that'd be perfect.
No,
Catching oops,
no,
catching oops.
no.
Nah.
Draymond would kill him. You remember if you thought Chris Paul and DeAndre Jordan was contentious? Could you?
Yeah.
This is like, oh my God! If you want to know what it would be like, just rewind the tape to when Jimmy Butler played for the Timberwolves, and then you'll see how that relationship goes.
That's true. All right. Well,
Draymond Green saying, I took what's his face? Who did they fucking trade? Nikhil Alexander Walker and all the other backups and beat Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert in a scrimmage.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. All right. Last series, the forgotten one. Who who it is off the top of your head?
Bucks,
we missed one series.
Bucks and Heat.
Bucks Heat. Yep.
Yeah. What are we going to talk about, man? Tyler Hero was out. The Bucks won by 40 without Giannis. They hit 25 threes.
25 threes in the game. I mean, how you feeling? Who's going to win it?
I said Bucks, bro. Bucks and
I mean,
five.
we both said Bucks. We both said Bucks.
5.
Sleepy Heat?
No. I'm Coma Heat. They out.
Is Giannis coming back?
Persistent vegetative state heat. Terry Schiavo heat.
Is Giannis got Terry Schiavo? Yo, look up Terry Schiavo. If you haven't heard about Terry Schiavo, look up Terry Schiavo. God damn, that's a horrible story.
And
but,
see if you could add her to your salad at fucking Jason's Deli for $3.
Jesus Christ, that's
what you don't like a good chilled vegetable.
Vegetative state.
You don't like a good chilled vegetable tank? A little summer cucumber salad? No?
That's tough. That's tough. Hey, I'm gonna just move on from that. Who's winning?
She baby food now.
Hold on. If Giannis is out though, you still believe in the Bucks?
Yeah. Against the Heat. The Heat are cooked. They got no way to score. Like
they scored 117.
Yeah. A bro clock is right twice a day. They haven't been able to score all year. You talked about the
last 2 games.
You talked about the Lakers. What was it? Games that they were favorites in. They lost 30 games.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking Miami Heat didn't beat the spread 40 times this year.
Oh yeah.
They won
I've heard.
games in which they lost the spread 25 times.
Yeah.
Like, this is
I mean,
just
they
what
can't.
they do. They can't
They can't
fucking
score.
score, and Tyler Hero is out. So,
But
am I going to be like, oh, Omar Yurtseven is having a coming out party. Victor Oladipo is back. Like, no. I'm good.
hold on. But these last two games, they've averaged 123 points a game.
Kevin Love opening that whole court up, isn't he?
Bro, come
I
on,
don't believe it.
123
I don't
in two
believe it.
playoff games.
Yeah, that's because the Bucks had 145. That's the only reason they had 120.
They lost the first game though. They got stomped on.
Yeah, they did. Jimmy Butler played great in game one. Giannis will be
And
back.
two.
Yeah.
And two.
Jimmy Butler is
35.
great. Like, he's just great. I fucking love Jimmy Butler.
He's a great playoff player.
Yeah.
Hold on, Tyler Hero played in game. Oh, this is game one.
Yeah.
Let me look at game
yeah,
two.
he broke his hand in game one.
I was like, what? Tyler Hero played in game two? I was like, yeah, I didn't see that motherfucker.
Doing that dumbass Coach Cal, Coach K bullshit, diving on the floor. Like, anytime the ball's on the ground, you got to dive. You got to dive on the floor. It's like, actually, you know what? If it's right next to you, you could just pick it up and keep running. Like, you don't always have to dive in every situation. Motherfucker ended up breaking his hand. Didn't even get the ball. Didn't even get the ball.
You might be right, but we saw the remains of Duncan Robinson. He played okay. He scored 14. You know, if they got Bam and Jimmy, Kyle Lowry, if they play him a conservative 22, but like, Kyle, you're the guy, you're the starter, and then bench him after like 7 minutes and he doesn't play much. I think they can win with the shooters, Jimmy and Bam. If Giannis doesn't play, but if Giannis plays, it's over. We already know that.
Yeah. Bam is too small to handle Brook Lopez anyway. Like,
that's true.
Brook is just going to eat on him.
Do you think Brook is better than him, just like straight up as a player in their career?
Now, I think Brook Lopez is better.
No, just ever. Brook. Do you don't think Brook was better when he was in Brooklyn?
No, I think this is the best best version of Brook Lopez. I do.
I don't know that post up Brook used to be disgusting, man. He used to give you 24.
Yeah, but he used to get 28 the other way from his matchup. I think this is like the most winning player he's ever been. Like, that Nets Brook Lopez could not get as far in the playoffs as this Brook Lopez.
I mean, to be fair, though, the defenders around him in Milwaukee are a lot better. Besides, the wings and shit. But, they have a system that works for them.
Yeah, because Kevin Garnett was such a shitty defender.
Kevin Garnett was, 38 years old. What are you talking about? Get out of here.
The big ticket! He's still nasty, man.
All right. Well, that's it.
You want to talk
about
your boy Jalen Hurts?
Well, hold on. Any picks are you shaky on so far? For any of your picks for the playoffs? Any picks you shaky on?
I mean, the Suns, obviously, shaky on that.
That's probably the shakiest one for me, too. But I picked the
Knicks, shaky if Karis LeVert and Danny Green can, fill that 5 spot. But I still think you guys are going to win.
I don't know. That game, too, looked ugly. But it is game by game.
And then, obviously, the Warriors going down 2-1. That looks a little shaky on paper. But I still have confidence in all of them. I'm going to stick with chalk on all of my picks so far.
But them winning that game 3, and I picked the Kings just for everybody to know. The Warriors winning that game 3 with no Draymond. I don't know, man. That's not looking too good for the Kings. It
does seem to be an inflection point, doesn't it? Where the momentum shifted.
Oh, this whole pod would have been different if the Kings won game 3.
Oh, we would have just spent 40 minutes talking about the end of a dynasty.
Yeah, it's done.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I would have just came through the screen, punched you in the face, like, "Hey, it's over. The Warriors are fucking done." I thought they were done last year, but they won the whole
I'm still
chip,
picking them to come out of the West.
Me? I didn't pick the fucking Warriors out the West.
No, me.
I got them losing in the first round. Oh yeah, you're crazy.
Yeah.
They might. That road record though.
I tell you what, I'll never be happier to be wrong about Denver. That was I got off the bandwagon too soon. Please go ahead and prove me wrong and go all the way to the fucking finals.
You did. All right. Well, speaking of bandwagons, let's go ahead and go to the NFL. Your boy Jalen Hurts. Everybody's on his bandwagon after he got $255 million.
You got that bag. You got
how much guaranteed?
The bag. He sure did.
Great commercial too. What's the guaranteed on him? 183 or something like that?
Yeah, less than Kyler Murray got.
For guaranteed?
Yeah, and his agent's out here doing backflips on Twitter talking about, I broke records and secured the biggest. You didn't do shit. You
That was
fucking
ESPN.
Jalen Hurts got all the way to the fucking Super Bowl. Kyler Murray got all the way to third place in Call of Duty, and he got less money.
Oh man.
Deshaun Watson never played as good as Jalen Hurts did. He got way more money. I don't know.
All right,
I
so
don't
let's
understand what the backflips are for.
let's look at the actual guaranteed on this shit. So Hurts signed a 5-year, $255 million contract, $23 million signing bonus, but the guaranteed is $179 million, bro. So that's not number one.
Yeah.
Who's got the biggest contract?
Deshaun got what was it? 210 guaranteed.
Is his whole contract
Yes,
really guaranteed?
Fully guaranteed, bro.
That's insane. What are we doing?
Now you understand why they're colluding against Lamar Jackson.
Oh, you're right. So you're right. All right, I'm looking at all the contracts right now. So the $230 million guaranteed is absolutely crazy. Is he not? He stopped raping girls? Why would he?
So
you just gave him $230 million.
So Jalen Hurts got $51 million less dollars than Deshaun Watson, and we're out here doing bat flips and having a parade in the street for his agent and his team of women. I can't tell you how many times I've heard about his team of women. He has all women on his team. They brokered the best deal ever. He got $51 million less than a rapist who hasn't played football in 2 years, and a guy whose team is going to get sold to the XFL, who's trading every player on the team, and fired their coach.
Now he is second,
put into
though.
The contract that you're required to watch tape.
He does have the second biggest guaranteed contract ever, though. He does.
I thought Kyler had $2 million more than him. Is what I read on.
Kyler's 150. I'm looking at it right now on NFL.com. It's still, I mean, Kyler's 159 guaranteed, so it's like it's still a lot of fucking.
Well, he got what, 10 million more, 20 million more than Kyler got.
20 million, yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
well, you know what?
More.
That does soften it some. Because it's like no one's going to give him the Deshaun Watson money. I thought it was like you got to at least get Kyler Murray. If you don't get Kyler Murray, this is a fucking failure. Yeah. So that does change things for me. I guess I was misinformed, but
ESPN was misinformed because they kept posting it on everything.
Yeah,
I feel like everybody's just like
the most the record-breaking deal. The guarantees are what matter, guys. All these incentives and all this other shit. That's not even going to come into fruition. He's going to redo this deal in like 4 years anyway, and that's not even going to be fucking relevant.
I will say this, though. I think if they put in the verbiage that it's the most guaranteed by one team, technically they are correct. Because the Browns and the Texans are like splitting some of that contract. So like technically the Browns aren't giving him all the 230 on their own books. Like the Texans actually took some of it. So it's like maybe Jalen Hurts does actually have like the most guaranteed by one team.
I don't remember it actually working like that, actually.
That's what they said. That's the only way it works. It's not like the Browns just gave him 230 of their own fucking money. Like I believe it's split up. Why would the
Texans do that? That doesn't make any sense.
Because they were trying to just get rid of him. They had a fucking like top 10 quarterback just sitting there. So like they took a little bit of a discount, but they still
did the first year. But like now is year 2 in the Browns. The Texans are not paying Deshaun Watson this year.
Well, even if they take away like some of that money, it is, I guess. Technically, he might be under that 179 guaranteed threshold.
There's no fucking possibility. Way. I don't believe it. There's no way the Texans paid him $50 million to play for the Browns last year. I don't believe it.
Hey, they gave him away.
Because
it's still 230 guaranteed,
I know he's not, because they showed that Matt Ryan had the biggest dead cap hit in the NFL. It was $33 million coming from the Falcons. So there's no way
that's not dead cap.
51.
But maybe that's not dead, though.
It would be if he was playing for a different team. That would be dead. So I'm just saying,
maybe it's not.
This shit is reported. It's like so malleable. You don't know like what's actual factuals and what's really real. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like all these numbers change depending on. Oh, did you play 62 out of 64 games in 4 years? Did you throw for 50 touchdowns in one season? Did you make the Pro Bowl 3 times consecutively? Like all that stuff.
You're right.
It's hard to parse through, but
then
if you're
that's
the
also
Eagles,
the thing.
Like you got to feel pretty fucking vindicated right now when you took this guy in the second round when Carson Wentz is on your team. Everybody was like, "What are you doing? You have an MVP candidate." Blah 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 blah. You're like, actually, he kind of sucks. Like we feel a lot more comfortable giving Jalen Hurts this money than Carson Wentz. And the Packers tried to do this shit with Aaron Rodgers and it blew up in their face. But for the Eagles,
Hey,
They're
but they
riding high
still
right
got
now.
him. The Packers still got Aaron Rodgers. It ain't done yet. We were all talking like it's a done deal. He's still with the Packers. He's still with the Packers.
You see that Kyle Shanahan gave him a call and said, what is it going to take to get Aaron Rodgers over here on the 49ers?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a lot of money though. 50 million is crazy.
I don't know if
The
you can
NFL.
trade him to a team that's like keeps whipping your ass in the playoffs. Like,
Well, that's like, is it an actual trade? Like, if I'm trading away somebody that's actually good, why do I have to not get jack shit back? Like that, the actual trade, sign and trade bullshit that they were giving to the Jets. It's like the Packers aren't getting anything back. Like, how is that even fair at
that's
all?
because Aaron Rodgers is going on fucking Pat McAfee and everyone else putting national pressure, being like, I just hope that they do the right thing by me, like I did by them, bringing all the success to the franchise. Like
Success, one
he's
Super
like,
Bowl in
I
what,
just hope
17
everyone's
years?
adult about it. It's like, bro, it has nothing to do with it being an adult about it. We're not giving an MVP away for a third round pick like you're Matt Ryan. Like, sorry.
No, I mean, but Matt Ryan, we knew he was cooked.
Right, and
That's
we
different.
still got a third for him on like a discount. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
we were trying to do, because it's like we were trying to do right by Matt, and we still came out ahead on that deal. If you look back, a third round pick to get $35 million of Matt Ryan off our books.
Yeah,
Are you?
He's
kidding
horrible. Yeah, he's absolute trash. I don't get it, bro. The NFL is so dirty, bro. Like I need some more NBA rules with these trades. Like you can't just trade me like the Jalen Ramsey trade.
Yeah.
What was it, like a 6th-round pick for Jalen Ramsey? Like, come on, bro. What are we doing? Like that was it, just a swap, and I can just trade a pick for a player. You don't even have to get a player back.
That's the thing in the NFL. They're like never player for player trades. It's always player for picks. Like I don't understand. In the NBA,
well, picks are like valuable.
You always have to have the salary to match. In the NFL, it's like, oh, the Dolphins managed to get him for a 6th-round pick because they were the only team that had $25 million of cap space that could afford Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, like, it's weird, man.
How about one of the other teams? Like you send a bad contract back in a 2nd-round pick. How about that? Or like a 3rd-round pick. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. At this point, they might as well just do the fucking the whole soccer thing, where it's like not the MLS, because the MLS does trades and stuff because they're trying to do the American model. But like all the European teams are just like, you know what? I just want this guy. Like as soon as his contract is over, I'm just gonna pay him more and we can just get him instead of like worrying about like I'm gonna trade him for whoever. Because basically they're kind of doing that, where it's like whoever has the most money at the time, plus draft picks and stuff, like gets the better player. You know what I'm saying? That's how the NFL is. Because if you're just trading a dude for a pick, you're just trying to save money so you can buy somebody later in the future.
Yeah. I do wish we'd see more player for player trades in the NFL, and I think that would make it a lot more interesting and give us a lot more to talk about. Like the NBA dominates the summer when they don't even play, and it's all about trade talks. Like
if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
The closest thing we've probably got in the NFL right now is who's going to end up with Trey Lance.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're not going to change anything.
Oh, I definitely. Tell me you wouldn't love to see, like, they don't have the balls to do it, but, like, tell me you wouldn't want to see, like, some player for player straight up swaps in the NFL.
Oh, no,
that shit would be fire.
I would love it, but me as the NFL, I know that you, the fan, are going to watch any Falcons game no matter who is underneath the uniform. We can do replacement players, and you'll still watch the Falcons every Sunday.
Straight up stupid. I'm a drug addict.
You like y'all love your team. I'm not fucking like I love the Bears, bro, but I'm not married to watching it. If my fucking actual players are like, look, we're not playing for the Bears, they're treating us bad. You know, they want to go out there and use replacement players. Like none of us are gonna play this season. I'm not gonna watch. They already sucked. Why would I watch them if they got suckier players?
I'd try out.
Yeah, you're insane. You're absolutely insane. See, that's the problem. They know they don't have to do anything right by the players. They don't have to make trades even. They don't have to pay players fairly. They have a salary cap, which is kind of stupid.
I tell you what, I'd almost watch an NFL like if they did replacement players and they just ran the rules back to like 1985. And they're like, yeah. Like, we'll get a bunch of new replacement players, but you're getting your chest caved in every time you're going across the middle. Like, we're not playing in the fucking hoity-toity, like, concussion protocol. Nah. You want to make it into big leagues? You gotta take some
Nah.
hits, son.
Here's the thing though, bro.
I'd watch the XFL if motherfuckers are getting blown up and fucked up on a daily basis. I'm not gonna lie.
They do though. In the XFL, they do. Like they do get blown up on the boards and stuff. But like nobody wants to watch it because they think it's an inferior product and they don't play every Sunday. Like
I watch
it's
a
just
fucking mascot blow up a team of 8-year-olds. Are you kidding me?
no, you're not. You're not gonna watch it.
I have. I've watched. You haven't seen the clips of fucking.
Hold on. Who's your favorite team? Who's your favorite team of all sports?
Barcelona.
Falcons? Barcelona's your favorite?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. The Cowboys are fucking valued more than Barcelona. In no world should that ever happen, bro. Nobody in Europe gives a flying fuck about the Cowboys.
Hey.
But somehow they're evaluated at like $10 billion.
Are the Cowboys $2 billion in debt?
Yes, but this was like even like years ago, like 20 years ago, it was the same.
But,
I gotta look this up one more time.
But to your point, Terry, think about like what the Cowboys would have to do to be $2 billion in debt like Barcelona. Like the extents that they'd have to go to waste that much money to go $2 billion in debt, it would be almost impossible.
They're never gonna go in debt.
You can let Jerry Jones do whatever he wants on his deathbed with the franchise, and they still won't be in Barcelona's place in 15 years.
I guess, dude. I don't know. I'm about to look up.
Did you see Todd Bowley, the owner of Chelsea, like guaranteeing a win for them, and then going in the locker room and calling out fucking Raheem Sterling after the game to his face?
No, I didn't. That's crazy.
Yeah, our American owners, like, we're not used to this British, like, slow build, whatever the fuck shit. It's like, no, I bought the team. I put in money. I bought $400 million of players. Like, it's time for you guys to start winning. He was like, I'm guaranteeing a victory. I love it, man. Everyone in Europe hates that shit. They're like, look at these dumbass fucking Americans. They're ruining our sport.
I don't know, bro. Like, bruh, I'm looking at the Forbes top 50 most valuable teams. It's like all football. Like the Yankees are number 4. They barely squeaked in. There's no soccer teams on there. Basketball teams, the Warriors, yeah, and the Lakers, but it's like all football. The Bears, the Patriots, dude. The Patriots are more valuable than the New York Yankees. The Patriots are more valuable than Barcelona, Real Madrid.
That's crazy.
Man U,
They're
Man
like
City.
3 billion people who watch Barcelona and Real Madrid, and
3 billion. Says who?
Like, in terms of people over the last year who watched a Barcelona or Real Madrid game.
Oh, like all the games? Maybe. I don't know.
There's a ton of fans worldwide for both of those clubs. That's over 1 billion people, I'd imagine. Like,
yeah, but then you got, like, the Cowboys can play the Jaguars, and fucking 25 million people will watch that shit here.
And the
I'm not watching
NFL
that.
will make, like, 10 times as much money from that game as soccer will, despite, like, 100 times more eyeballs being on the other game. I don't know. Where's
TV
all the
contracts.
money going in soccer? Is it all going to the fucking president of FIFA, Gianni Infantino? Like, where's it all going? How come everyone's broke?
Bro, the Jets. It's like Real Madrid's the 13th richest sports franchise in the world at 13.
Fucking 27 European titles. The Jets haven't made the playoffs since 1945, and they're valued higher.
The Jets and the Giants are above them, and they fucking have a stadium together, and somehow they make more money than the Real Madrid. What?
Unbelievable, man.
Hey, you just answered the question for me. You said if it's replacement players, you're gonna watch the Falcons. I'm not watching the Bears if it's replacement players.
Yeah.
It was fucking replacement refs, and I was like, I'm out. They're about to hurt each other.
Replacement players on Barcelona, I certainly wouldn't be doing it. I promise you that.
No, you'd watch. Get out of here. You'd watch that.
No, I would not.
Yeah, you would.
No.
Yeah, you would.
No.
Yeah, you would.
I wouldn't.
Why not? So, like, why? But why, though?
Because
if you can formulate it in your head.
There's like a violence to it that's like, even if you watch a shitty product, you'll have it on the background just to watch somebody get fucked up. Like,
bro,
there's that
I can watch the UFC for that, though. Go ahead, my bad.
But you don't.
I do.
Okay, yeah, you do?
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Who you got in the boxing
Did you not see the...
Who you got in the Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis shit tonight, then?
That's not UFC, that's boxing.
Okay, so you don't like
But I
boxing,
got-
but you like UFC.
But I got Tank Davis. Yeah, I watched the good boxing
Oh,
matches.
wow.
I watched the good UFC matches.
We're
Did you
going-
not see the Izzy fight?
we're going-
Israel Adesanya. Did you see that fight?
Nope, had to
Boy,
buy
he-
Val. Sorry.
He knocked bro out. Adesanya. No, that was a good fight. No, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But so you're saying you would not watch Barca if it was replacement dudes?
No, 100% not.
So you're saying straight violence is why you watch football?
Like, I think there's an artistry to soccer and to how Barcelona plays specifically that could not be replaced, like, with replacement players. Like, whoever these guys came in, it would not look anything like what Barcelona looks like. After watching the Falcons' offense for the last 4 seasons, I'm confident that we could replace them with anybody, and it would look similar. So,
But that's the thing though. And this is probably why I don't like football as much, because the Chicago Bears have never really had a good quarterback. So like I'm really not interested. And if it's going to be replacement players, it's going to be worse. Like I'm not interested in watching somebody run the ball like 40 times. Like and you can only like you pass it 20 times
Good
and
thing
you
you're
might
not a
complete
Falcons fan,
fucking
man.
12.
good thing.
But
you're
that's
not
what I'm
one of
saying.
us.
Like, why am I trying to watch that? Like, I can watch Duke play fucking Wake Forest, like 10 years ago, and I could see some shitty football. I don't want to watch garbage football. I
Yeah.
just don't.
It's just,
I don't like.
It's just like
I need
childhood
greatness.
trauma. It's just like, you know how your parents pass on their trauma to you, and then you fuck up your kids with that same shit. It's the same way with fandom. You know what I mean? The only
Hey.
reason is because as a child I was indoctrinated into a stupid way of thinking, and now I
Yeah.
let my emotions get regulated by 53 grown men who I don't know on Sundays.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm a Knicks fan. I know all about torture, so I know exactly what torture is. But I like basketball. I like football too. It's not that I don't like football, but it's like
I think the thing about football is like in basketball and soccer, there's so much improvisation and so many like visual cues that you have to process in a second that if
That
you
are
don't
beautiful.
have the absolute best of the best, the product is going to suffer. In football, you get to get on the same page and practice this shit with everybody. It's a repeatable action. So it's like
yeah.
the degree of like of decision making and expertise that's required for the product as a whole to look good, I don't think it's the same level. Where it's like you can get, like you said, fucking 11 guys out there on offense and teach them to run the ball and win 7 games, even if you can't throw like the Falcons did all season long.
Yes.
You
So
know what I mean?
you'll watch an
Yeah.
ugly football game. You'll
You
just watch
can't-
an ugly
yeah,
football
you
game.
can't fucking take out even if you just took out Pedri, Gavi, Frankie De Jong, and Busquets and made Barca play with 4 different midfielders, it would look like a different sport.
So you'll watch ugly football.
I watch ugly football because I think part of what I like about football is it is ugly. Part about what I
Yeah.
like about basketball
right.
and soccer is not that it's ugly.
Nah, I just think people like football just because they know it's not 600 games in a season. It's only 20.
Yep.
Was it like 22 max now or 21 or something like that? Perfect season or whatever.
But
Like-
also they're doing shit that like you can find other people to do. Like I can find a dude to catch a ball. I can find a dude to throw a ball. I can find a person to tackle somebody. It's not easy to find somebody to fucking bend a one-time pass into the run of a striker right in their fucking path. You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro. Football is harder than you think it is. You played it too.
Listen,
Like,
man, I watched
if you
Marcus Mariota
suck-
play all last season. It's not that hard.
he's better than everybody else. I mean, there's 20
Yeah.
million quarterbacks in the world. He's at least 200.
Right.
So I mean,
And-
he's still a top product,
and
and that's how bad
he
he is.
wasn't as good as the last pick in the NFL draft.
Son,
It's my
there's
point.
only in the entire world, there's like 7 quarterbacks that I enjoy watching play football.
right.
That I will sit and watch them play because it's exciting.
So that's
Everybody
my point.
else,
It's like
I'm not
you
watching
don't even
that
have
shit.
to like do this hypothetical. What if we had replacement players? No. What if we had Marcus Mariota? I still watched.
You're brainwashed, dog. I'm not watching a bad product. You're crazy. Hey, that's why City, I enjoy City because City's like, look, we got money and we're about to spend it. We'll get suspended trying to still stay good. We don't give a fuck. That's why I like them. No disrespect to anybody else. Knicks. If Dolan was on that bullshit, I wasn't watching them. They're good. I'm gonna watch them. I think that's how everybody should be. If your team's bad, don't watch. If they're good, watch.
And,
but you're not a fan. But your team sucks. I'm not watching them.
And I'm about to sign up to watch us draft Bijan Robinson at number 8, play Desmond Ritter at quarterback, and run the football 45 times a game. And Terry, I couldn't be more excited for it. I couldn't be more excited.
It's not exciting to me, man. I don't know what it is. It's just not there. I need to see Mahomes every Sunday.
This doesn't do it for Terry, but he's going to go watch the NC State fucking team play so they can throw 11 bubble screens on third down and 17 tackles. Okay.
I'll watch a live event. A live event is fun. I'm not about to just sit at home and not drink and watch it on TV. That's stupid. Oh, 4K is like real life. No, it ain't, motherfucker. The field is like real life. You're doing chants and shit. That's tough. That's cool. But sitting at home watching my team suck, I'm good on that.
Yo, speaking of real life, have you followed Cristiano Ronaldo since he's went to Saudi Arabia at all?
I heard he like choked somebody or something.
Yeah. Last game, he literally jumped on this dude's back, put his arm around his neck, wrestled him to the ground, and tried to choke him out in the middle of the field, bro. When he came to the team, they were 10 points up, winning the league. Now they're 6 points behind the leader. They've already fired their coach. Ronaldo is fucking choke slamming people or kicking the ball out of the stadium every week.
But you know why he can't? Why he's not in America? Have you heard about this like rumor or whatever?
Rape?
Yeah. Because I thought he would have been over here by now.
Tell the people.
Oh, I mean, there's some alleged, rape that Ronaldo did, and he like paid her off. So like he's not technically allowed to come to America because our fucking reporters are gonna dig all up in that shit, and it's gonna come out in America. Because we love a good story though. Yeah. I get it. I think other countries should be the same though. I'm not just about to let you play soccer and you're getting away with rapes and shit. Like they don't really let anybody get away with that.
That's why he went to Saudi Arabia. The press asked him about it. They're like, it was her fault. Stoner.
Yep. Hey, that's how they do it out there.
They said on a PSA, they're like, grab your biggest rocks and meet us at the town square. We're going to handle Cristiano Ronaldo's problem ourselves.
Exactly, man. Hey, it is what it is, brother. That's how it is. Shout out to Ronaldo for being a dick.
Hey, fall from grace, man. Fall from grace, dude.
It's over, man. But yeah, that's it for me. Anything else?
That's it for Ronaldo, too. I think it's time to call a wrap on old dude. I'm just saying, like, you saw him in the World Cup 2 months ago. Like, I didn't imagine that we'd be here 2 months later, that his career is over and he's choke slamming fucking Egyptian guys in a game being played in front of 8,000 people. Like,
I think, honestly, though, I think once Portugal broke his heart, I think he's pretty much done. He's done. They did him pretty dirty.
He is a broken man.
They did him pretty dirty on his way out. So, like, I get it. Did they not? They did him dirty. He's not a bench player. Like, he's still good as fuck.
Hey, they look pretty good without him. What did they score?
Gotta play defense, right?
They set him down. Yep.
Gotta play defense.
Yep. All right. Well, guys, it's been another great week, another great episode. Yep. If you haven't already, make sure you check out our entire NBA playoff preview show where we predict all the way through the NBA championships, give you guys some betting advice. Hopefully you guys make some money. If you take my predictions, I've been pretty good this year. Then we had our All-NBA teams that we talked about. Draymond Green using Sabonis' chest as a springboard and scoring a perfect 10, then getting suspended for the next game.
He did it for America.
Right? And then we'll be back next week with more NBA playoff coverage and, of course, an NFL draft preview that kicks off on Thursday night.
Yeah, man. Until then.
North Carolina, continue to stand up.
There it is. Peace.
Thank you for listening to our podcast this evening. Thank you. You're far too kind.